Hello Fiction Sheiks, welcome back to the channel. I am Joanna. This is day 25 of 31 Days of Witches, and today I will be cosplaying the Butt Witch from 12 Forever. I really liked this show, and then it got canceled, and it turns out the reason for it being canceled is because the creator was a pedophile, and now the name 12 Forever is a lot more questionable. She's a nice bright neon green, so I'm starting with a light green eyeshadow on my lids and then darkening the corners with a, obviously, darker green eyeshadow. I wanted to try face paint this time, so I'm using Ben Nye Magic Cake Aqua Paint. And I didn't intend to use that much face paint because I know I'm bad at blending it, so I just wanted to do a little bit on the cheeks like how I do my blush and then do the rest with eyeshadow like I usually do, but I accidentally added on too much face paint on one side of my face, so time to lock in. And then shading on top of the face paint with a dark green eyeshadow as per usual. I'm blending the edges with the same light green eyeshadow that I used on my eyes. Okay, here we are all finished. Not gonna lie, I seriously considered taking all of this makeup off and restarting because I didn't really like how it was going, especially with the blotchiness right here that I couldn't blend. But then I went to the bathroom with the intent to take it off and I saw myself in the mirror and I was like, actually, it's not as bad as I thought. So we kept pushing. Here we are finished. I think it looks better with the rest of the cosplay on. Anyway, I know she is flat color because she's a cartoon, but I think flat color looks really fucking bad in real life. Like, you need highlights and shadows if you're painting your face. So that's what I did. Obviously, I used a darker green for all of the shadows, and I tried to use yellow as a highlight, though I don't think it did much. I did put on eyeliner and eyelashes. I know she does not canonically have either of those things, but she is an adult. She is supposed to be sexy and like the personification of puberty and growing up and maturing. So I feel like eyeliner and fake eyelashes is a good reference to that because like kids don't really wear this, but adults do. She has pink eyes. I do not have pink contacts. The closest thing I have is purple with these pink circle rings on the inside, so that's what I put in. And obviously I have on my purple bob wig, which is not the correct shade of her hair, but it is the closest we have. I really did try to make horns out of the hair because her hair is horn shaped, but it didn't work. My dumbass did not think to bring hairspray or hair gel to the apartments. So I didn't have a lot to work with and I was trying a couple different things. Hair horns were not looking good, so I just scrapped that idea entirely and put on my horn headband instead because I feel like she does need horns. I only have two options for horns at the moment, swirly glittery black horns or these black fade to red. So I chose for these ones because red is her color. Here we have the full outfit. So she wears an entirely solid red full bodysuit, which obviously I do not have. So I tried to cover myself in as much red as I possibly could. Up top I have on a red crop top that I've had for a very long time. This was thrifted. I also have on shiny red evening gloves that were also thrifted. They came in a bag of, I think, 5 different color evening gloves. These come down into a little point over the hand, which I think is really cute. I freaking love this shape. For her armbands, I painted cardboard and then taped them closed. For bottoms, I have on these red shorts that really look like Mickey Mouse shorts because they have the gold buttons. These were also thrifted. They were free from my college's clothing swap. And I have on red tights, which were also thrifted, but not free from my clothing swap. I think this was either Goodwill or Second Avenue thrift. Anyway, thrifted tights. She wears a yellow belt, so I have on this gold spiral belt because she does have like a circle belt buckle, and this is all circles, so that was the closest I could do with what I have. And lastly, for shoes, I have on my red Converse because these are literally the only red shoes that I have. I've had those red Converse since 6th grade and somehow they still fit me. They are extremely worn out and beat up, but they haven't fallen apart and they still fit me. I personally see her more of like a heel boot wearer, but I don't have red heels or red boots, hence the sneakers. I'm very happy that all of these different reds and clothing pieces kind of match. Like, they're not the exact shade of red, especially the shoes and the shirt, but overall everything is really freaking similar and I appreciate that because it makes it look less awkward and more canonical because her bodysuit is one shade of red. And that brings us to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to see more witches, tune back in tomorrow for the next witch of 31 Days of Witches. We are almost done with the series. Holy fuck, I'm exhausted. If you want to see more of me in general, click the link in the description box below. There you can find Instagram, other Instagram, TikTok, and a whole bunch of other stuff involving me. Thank you again. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!